Hi, I'm Dr. Selena Benavides. Today I'm going to be talking about blocks. They're great for children of all ages. As you can see here with my daughter Luna, who's 9 months old. And they come in all different shapes and forms, from wooden blocks to different blocks that connect, and including the newer materials such as the foam blocks. And you may remember playing with some Legos or Lincoln Logs when you were young as well. We know that there's a lot of developmental benefits for children, such as strengthening their fine motor skills, which is really their small muscle movements in their fingers and their hands. And that's great for children as they're grasping the blocks and holding them in their hands, or using their hand strength to be able to connect the different blocks together. We also know that they're great for strengthening gross motor skills, which is really our large muscle movements, such as children are bending or kneeling over to build towers or other structures with their blocks. They're engaging their core and using their legs. It's also great for spatial awareness, because as children are moving around, they're really able to pay attention to their body in relation to the objects that they're manipulating. Blocks are also great at fostering creativity and allowing children to use their imagination. We can see that children of all ages are able to get creative and build towers, robots, different patterns and structures. We also know that working with blocks are great for problem-solving skills. So as children are building different structures together, if they start to topple over time, they have to think through the process of, okay, how can I redo my structure so that the blocks don't fall over? What do I need to put at the bottom? So that way I can balance my tower out. There's different theories on the development of block play. So for younger children, such as my daughter at the infant stage, they may be just holding blocks in their hands. So this is the discovery period. And then as children get more advanced, we may see things where they're starting to stack their blocks into towers. Then they can start making bridges or more complex structures. And then they start getting to the point of doing symmetry and patterns. So there's a lot of different stages of block building. And we know that, again, that it's really beneficial for young children to be engaging in block building. Blocks are great because children can play with them on their own, or you can help extend their learning by interacting. You can discuss colors and shapes, such as, I noticed that you have the purple square in your hand, or you're using the red triangle. So you're able to point out these objects to children and help make the connection for them between colors. You can also be discussing their efforts, such as, it looks like you're working really hard right now, or I notice that you're very focused as you're building your blocks. And you can ask questions such as, can you tell me more about what you're making? Or what blocks are you going to use next for your tower? Depending on age and preference, kids can play with all different types of blocks. With infants, I usually recommend the foam blocks because they're very soft and easy to manipulate, and you don't have to worry about them landing on little toes or fingers if a tower falls over. For children who are a little bit older, I usually recommend the Duplo blocks or the Mega blocks because they're great for connecting and building different structures. We also have wooden blocks, and for children who are school age and above, the Legos provide endless possibilities for being creative. If you don't have any of these blocks at home, that's definitely fine. You can just use different household items that you may have laying around, such as Tupperware to formula canisters or oatmeal containers or cereal boxes. The whole point is allowing children the opportunity to get creative and use their imagination to build different structures. Thanks for watching. I hope I was able to convince you today that blocks are a simple tool that you can use to help support your children's learning. Please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when future videos are released.